Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast. We want to bring you as much value as possible from me, the coaching team, our clients, and other guests on the show. So today is going to be all about
you.
My shred cut, whatever you want to call it, diet down for what I did for my 40th birthday photo shoot, and just to give you all the ins and out details of that one. So let's begin.
Ross, how was your cut?
My cut. I'd like to say easy.
Right, in what way?
I was at a good starting position in any way. I think I was like 79 kilos, which from last year's shoot, I got down to 70 kilos, but you could still see me abs. Mm-hmm. Felt good, living a very balanced life. I didn't have to track my calories at that time. Mm-hmm. I was eating still pretty much like a same rotation of meals, enjoying meals out, whatever else, without any even thinking about it. So I felt pretty good on that front. Troubles along the way. We went to, was it Disneyland first?
Yeah.
Maybe it was a weekend, didn't we? I think I started like a week before that, or even just a few days before that. Went to Disneyland, but in Disneyland, like, we got our steps in properly. I was making sure of that. Training every day, but the reason why I train every day is because I like to train on holiday, because I feel as though I get a better training session in, because there's no outside pressure.
There's no
or
distractions.
There's no distractions for me, because sometimes when I do come into the gym, I'm just talking to people. And then we came back and we got COVID.
Yep.
for a full week. Absolutely wiped us out, which meant we couldn't exert any energy. I think one of those days, like, my all-time low of steps, which was 1,500 or something. Mm-hmm. On one of those days. That's how wiped out I was. Weddings, summer socials, and then we fitted meals out as well in all of that.
Yeah.
And even to the last day before, we went to Dan's wedding, which we didn't drink at. I mean, that was the very last day of it. I mean, we did just drive up there. We did just stick to a pitiful meal, didn't we? The food was good at Dan's wedding. We ended up just eating meat because of the last week of it. But overall, like, I wanted to get me steps to 15,000, as like I'll always teach our clients to get to, but it didn't happen. And I wasn't that bothered about it. I was getting them, and then it was like I was happy with 12s and 13s, and then mm-hmm. some days it was 11, and it was like, I'm not going for super, super lean, because I don't think it's a good look in any way. And I think if I tried to get super lean, like even leaner than last time, it wouldn't be enjoyable. And I think it'd be a bit of a false result at the end to showcase to people, because it's showing like
the extreme
of it.
I think that's the thing. It would go against kind of our ethos. It's get lean, live healthy, live a balanced lifestyle, enjoy your physique, enjoy what your body can do. But enjoy is the word I'm using a lot there. Mm-hmm. It's like you have to enjoy the whole process, and you've got to enjoy the training, and you've got to be able to enjoy your life. That's the whole fucking point. If you're not enjoying your life, what is the point?
Yep.
So if you'd gone to the extreme, you wouldn't have had the balance, you wouldn't have been enjoying your life, you wouldn't have enjoyed the process, you wouldn't have enjoyed your training or your food. And yeah, that's not what we were about.
And I did enjoy the foods. The foods was like the easiest part. I didn't ever feel hungry with it. I actually introduced a few new things. It was me ham, cheese.
Because someone bought an air fryer.
Because I bought an air fryer.
Air fryer.
I bought an air fryer. Maybe someone might have convinced us online to get one of them after seeing their recipes. I think it was one of them like baked burrito things, and it was like, I need one of them. So yeah, I actually ordered that when we were in Disney, didn't I? Because of the Amazon Prime deal dear. Sat in my basket.
It's sat in your basket for about 3 months.
So the food was quite easy. Like, I didn't feel hungry. I wasn't 2,300 calories. I wasn't 200 grams of protein each and every day. That did not drop whatsoever, because I refused to go that even lower. Because it does puzzle us, like when I say, I suppose it doesn't puzzle us in a way then, because that's why they go to the extremes. So say stage people, bodybuilders, like they'll say, like, I'm on 1,300 calories this week, and those are bigger people than me. I mean, I ain't big, so it's, I'm not. And it puzzles us how much, like, I mean, that's some dedication. That's like getting through some mental barriers of, and these people aren't even professional bodybuilders. These people are just doing a local show, have normal jobs, still got to get there, and they do a cardio session on top.
Yeah.
With me and you and the clients, we'll never get them to do a specific cardio on top. We'll just tell them to up the steps. And I mean, I sort of class, if you're going to class it as cardio, I would say the steps is the cardio in a sense. But it's such at a low impact that's why we can get people to ramp up the steps as they move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have anything right into that bit?
Into that bit in particular? Not in particular.
So the steps, if the 15,000 was the target, then I did struggle for that, I would say then. But it like, at the end, it actually worked out exactly the same body weight as I had the previous year. And I mean, even like, was it a week before? A week before I was actually under that, which was crazy. But I think that was a bit of an anomaly for that day.
Do you think that's because, and it kind of reinforces the whole element of, if you put the habits in place and if they become habits, then it becomes easier long term. Like, safe to say you could have done that full process pretty intuitively.
Yes, I could have. I could have done it, but I didn't, because you still need the numbers in front of you, in a way. But I think with, what is the reason people want to do it in any way for? Why do people want to do it?
Why do people want to get lean?
Like yeah, exactly.
Well, they're either overweight, or they want to see how far they can push themselves in terms of dieting and how lean they can get, or they've spent a lot of time in the gym putting muscle on but never really dieted, so they can't see what's underneath and they want to see it for the first time. Some of them to get healthier because they are carrying excess weight.
But the thing is, they want to get leaner, don't they?
Yeah.
Like all in all.
Yeah.
No.
Why does someone want to get lean? Because they want to get lean.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
I know, but
But
there's all.
I know there's the
yes,
deeper.
There's the reasons behind it. But yes, they want to get lean. Essentially, someone wants to get lean because they want to get lean. From multitude of reasons behind that, though. The thing is, the reasons are important.
The reasons are 100% important, but on the base level, people want to lean out to be leaner. And the trouble is with people who do it, like, they forget as soon as they finish that process of like why they did it. And I mean, we've seen so many people fall back over after that process of getting leaner, even though that's what they wanted to be. But in my case, from doing it a few times over the year, it's like I've getting leaner, but then I've stayed leaner than I was before. I've getting leaner, and then I've stayed leaner than I was before, because that's what
you enjoy being lean.
Yes.
You enjoy being lean. You didn't get lean for health reasons. You got lean because you were a vain fucker, the truth be told.
And it was like,
completely right, and that's not a diss.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I hate the fact that especially women. Women aren't allowed to want to be lean because they want to be lean. There's always got to be a reason behind it, or there's got to be some sort of societal pressure to be lean. It's like, well, I want to be lean. However lean, I like my physique now, and I am confident in my physique now, and was confident on shoot day. I was confident at about 60, 61 kilos, the truth be told. But like, I like this physique because I'm confident in it. And it's not a societal pressure, it's just where I look at myself and go, eh.
And the thing is, you stay lean.
I've never had a weight issue, I've always been relatively lean, apart from when I had the burn.
So it's, and you like that feeling, and it's, you get lean for a reason. So it's like, you just got to, so circling all the way back to it, it's like, it is like, so the year round where it's like a bit of an easier process, where it's because I've did what I said I wanted to do, get lean and then stay there. And then it's like, if I really want to turn it up a notch, like say for this instance, I turned it up a notch. And yes, vanity is in there, turned 40, that was there, that's a big one, absolute full transparency on that one. It's like, I just wanted to show that it can be done at 40, and it can be done whilst living. Yes, the last 10 and a half weeks of this, like, it wasn't as balanced as normal, but I still got to go away, still got to have these parties and all the rest of it, and that's even in the dieting phase. But year round prior to that, I was just doing what you would class as normal normal stuff. And it's like, I didn't stop drinking in that time or anything like that. I mean, we don't drink as often as the person who might be watching this. I don't know. We don't.
We're quite, I would say...
We'll drink on occasions.
Yeah, we're occasional drinkers. We don't drink in the house.
No.
We don't really go out much unless it's for something.
Yeah,
because that's not what we do. That's not what we enjoy.
Yeah, and that's like, and I suppose that's how it probably is easier for us, because we're not having that every single weekend, like a lot of people do. And I think when people go, oh, so it's so easy for you or anything like that, it's like, no, I just live a bit of a different lifestyle to you. Yeah, and that's why it is so. Why it is so easy for, say, us, is because we don't live, we live a complete different lifestyle to people, in a sense, but we love it. It's not a boring lifestyle or anything like that, where it's like, well, what do you do? I think that's... I
think the thing is as well, before, like, we're used to, our habits have changed over time, and I think it's kind of gradually progressed as we've gone along. Like, we always used to get a takeaway every week. Every single week we would get a takeaway.
And have a bottle of Prosecco with that?
And have a bottle of Prosecco with it. And obviously then we have dieted down and the habits have kind of stuck. But then whenever I have had a takeaway, I fancy a takeaway, and we've got it, because I'll never like deny myself anything. I'll feel like shit when I've had it. Yeah. Because I have been eating better. So then when I do introduce something like that, it's like, bleh. It's like, I feel like shit right now because of what I ate yesterday. Like, it wasn't a case of on shred day, go out and absolutely go me ends with food. I did have a Thai curry, but I couldn't eat my tea. Yeah. And then, obviously, yesterday for your birthday, it was like...
This is a future episode of the podcast, so this sort of happened, but not.
So on Ross's birthday, we went out, I had Nutella pancakes, couldn't eat them all.
It was a huge stack.
Huge.
Treats in Durham, wasn't it?
Treats in Durham was lush.
Massive stack.
And then obviously had a curry last night and a tiny slice of cake, which I didn't even finish. Yeah. And it's like, bleh. I've been like that all morning, just... Bleh.
I suppose I suppose when you do, like, where we have created those habits in, see, even our evening meals, we're still having a tikka chicken curry, but it's like homemade one. The portion size to that, which is the right portion size, really, I think it is about 650 calories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. But it's then you do have say an Indian takeaway, Indian meal out last night. What we had, like that is, I mean, I put it in my tracker as 2,000 plus last night.
I mean, I didn't finish mine. I had probably half a bowl of chips. I ate all the chicken out of my curry, but probably only had half the sauce. And I probably only managed half my rice. So, like, I won't have overdone it, like, massively, but it was enough. There was enough ingredients in there for us to be like...
I haven't actually compared my photos to last year's yet.
Have you not?
No, not yet. I mean, I was pretty happy with... I was happy with the end result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am looking at them now, by the way. But it is, yeah, I was happy with the result. Happy with what I set out to do. Happy with the message, what we keep seeing. I think this is one of the big things, because when I am looking at my physique, when I'm looking at my physique in the morning, whatever else, it's like I train 4 days a week. I rotate my meals. They're all high in protein. They're nice. It's not super salads or anything like that. I mean, people would look at some of my dinners and think that's a load of dog shit. But it is everything. I think everything what my, say, physique shows of what you can actually do in the 4 days a week training, just getting your steps in and just getting a hold of your nutrition and living like that whenever you want to gun out
Mm-hmm.
type lifestyle. Yeah, I'm not trying to say any other message than like this can be achieved, and this can be achieved at my age. Even like, I know I've said that, that's what I said, like, well, if I can do it, you can do it,
yeah,
type thing. But it's so true in what we do, because I can't remember for however many years, because obviously I have built muscle up over the years, I've trained for absolute years, but I can't remember, maybe it's the odd time I've hit a 5th session and just done some cheeky arms or something like that, but I've never done 6 sessions in forever. For years and years and years, it's always been 4 sessions, and that's the same for you. Easy, isn't it? You probably average 3.
I average, if I was to look at my training life, I would average 3 a week.
Yeah.
Like across it all, because obviously some time out to have the child, some time out through childcare, some time out through
all the school holidays, isn't it?
Time out,
migraines,
yeah. I've probably averaged 3 sessions a week.
Mad. And you've got a banging physique.
I'm happy with my physique.
We happy with your shoot photos?
I had fun with my shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's one of those where like, obviously we had our bikinis on in the villa, and when I got to me like me happy point in this dieting journey, when I was like 60 and a half, maybe 61, and I said to you, I'm gonna play with these photos. I'm gonna wear my bikini and my fucking leather jacket and my big bits. I don't know if I don't think I've mentioned it on another podcast, that obviously someone says that our line photo shoot ready was toxic, which...
Not on a podcast, I don't think.
really fucking irritated us. But I mentioned it in a post that I did the other day, like, photo shoot ready to me isn't shredded to death. That's not photo shoot ready. Photo shoot ready is the mum of 5 standing in front of a fucking camera, loving life, and just smiling and having a good time because she's done something for herself and she's just fucking happy. Like,
I like that.
That's photo shoot ready. Photo shoot ready is the guy who's fucking lost however many multiple stones and he's never stood in front of a camera for however long because he's always felt a bit shit, and there he is in front of a camera fucking unbuttoning his shirt and feeling mint.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That is photo shoot ready to me. It's not... Yeah, I mean, obviously, this isn't dismissive of any of our clients who are absolutely shredded to death. But, like, photo shoot ready is the point at which you're willing or somebody is willing to get in front of a camera and have a fucking play because they're confident and they're happy and they feel good.
Well, it's having the confidence to do a photo shoot then, isn't it? Photo shoot ready. Because you've got to think of, like, say when you're on holiday, like, and you're not taking pictures of yourself or anything like that, and it's like you're not even taking pictures of that, but then a year down the line where you've thought, fuck it, sort me shit out, go all in, and then next year it's like kaboom.
How many people don't get photos with the kids on holiday because they're not confident and they're not happy in themselves?
Yep. I know.
And that's, I mean, probably it's hit home more since I've had the Ben, but it's so sad that there's so many people who don't.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's not even a physique thing. Sometimes it's not that they're overweight so they don't want to be in front of a camera. Sometimes it's just that they have so much lost themselves in being mum or being worker or whatever it is that they don't actually know themselves to be confident in themselves. So having that time out every week for themselves to get the steps in or to go to the gym a few times a week, to feel stronger, strength is key, like that reignites their fucking passion for life and for themselves.
I think a good photo, I'll tell you what, actually a good encompass of it all was when Vic, after the Villa, I think, that bicep with her kids.
Yeah.
And it was like, I love seeing, especially women when they've been training for a while on the weights and stuff like that, and they're going, look at that. It's like that in itself, like that big boost of like strength, where you said strength, it's like the feeling stronger, the feeling tighter, and it's like the proud of like, because it's a fucking slow journey. And you go to the gym once, well, what is it? Like you go to the gym once, you see nothing at all. Like you look down, nothing's changed. A week later, you look down, now it's changed. A month down, a little bit. 2 months down the line, you start to see a little bit change. It's so small for then just to get that one moment in. Pow. But then for that big moment of photo shoot ready, you know what I mean? They deserve it. So yeah, hopefully we can play around like you did on all of them photos from there. And Ben and Alex did well on the photos. That was their first. I suppose Ben's done cuts for fights before, I suppose. I haven't asked him about this, but that was Alex's first cut on there. They both did mint, and they both had a good play around.
I'm sure you'll get them both on to talk about it.
Yeah, Alex went all in, like pressure of the holiday, but he did it from there. Yeah, but I love your shots.
I don't think you should be looking at them while you do.
No, but they are great. But yeah, I'm happy with mine, and you're happy with yours. And I mean, do you want to talk about any of your journey on it all? Because the last time we spoke about this was 14 weeks ago. Would you ever diet again on one of the other podcasts?
Do I not want to diet? I obviously did join in the diet, but like I say, I had a bit of fluff, and once that was off, it was like, I looked in the mirror and was like, actually, I'm happy with this. I'd go to my bed like this. Like, I'm happy in my physique. And with everything that had gone on everything that had gone on sounds grim, but like with the holiday, with COVID,
6 weeks holiday with
the school holidays, it was like, do you know what? Like, I'm happy where I'm at. My priority at the minute is spending time with the Ben and just, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I did get into a funk, like a proper funk, because I wasn't training, but that wasn't diet related at all. That was because I wasn't in my routine. When I don't have a routine, I fucking lose myself a little bit. It feels like fucking maternity leave all over again. Who am I? But yeah, like my headspace, I was down in the dumps, like just fucking And it's because I wasn't training. And it's because I couldn't get into train through childcare, through being ill, through whatever else. It was like, for fuck's sake, what else is going to happen that's going to stop me training?
But what did you control in all that time?
My nutrition. But I didn't control my nutrition. I was just eating what I normally eat and not having any extras.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You like, there was still one thing you could control in that, or in that situation. Well, in every situation, we can always control that. Pretty much. I think we can. We can always control our nutrition no matter where we are. Like, there's always an option of something else. And you were stuck in the house, so it's like boredom, I suppose, could have kicked in and stuff like that, but it didn't. So you weren't like snacking or anything like that. You did control your you got to a point, and then it was like, right, I can't control getting into the gym. I can't control my steps as well as I can. But the nutrition you did.
Well, the nutrition was just me habit. But the reason why the lack of training was killing us is because that's my time. That's me doing something for me, feeling strong, consistency, happy. That's me. Like, when I'm not in that routine, obviously work wasn't in a routine neither. Do you know what I mean? So not being in a routine kills me. Absolutely kills us.
Oh no, it's a nightmare.
Like, my non-routine is worse than your non-routine. So don't even try to compare.
I still like to do it, but don't make
I'm not saying you weren't doing childcare and stuff like that, but like, you don't lose yourself. I do.
Yeah.
Like, that routine for my headspace, me getting in to do my 4 sessions a week, or even 3 sessions a week, is fucking make or break for me.
I mean,
I'll lose me shit.
Thing is, you generally train with the group, don't you? That's the big difference.
That's my social element as well.
Actually, one thing that probably add to mine, like, within that 10 weeks, I got Josh to coaches, didn't I? Because that was like, I thought, right, I'm putting that in play just so I get pushed through my sessions, and I can't back out of them. I mean, I had to cancel a lot of them because of a few things happening and stuff like that, but generally pushed us through through it all. So that was good. I learned a lot as well. Learned a lot in that time, and from Shane as well. Learned stuff from him. So yeah, but I was in there. Are you dieting again?
Not for a while.
What's the plan now?
The plan now is to slowly increase my calories, like we teach our clients to, so that I can maintain a physique that I'm happy with whilst getting stronger. I want to kind of see how far I can push my calories, because I know that I'm not Sarah who can eat 2,500 calories and not put weight on like I was before, because I'm not as active. Where I worked in the gym, I was moving weight plates all day. I'd fucking love to get to that point again where I eat 2,500 calories and just, but it's not going to happen. But I want to just push my calories, increase my muscle mass. The idea in my head, and this is where like the brutal honesty of Sarah comes into play, what I'd ideally like to do is fucking just put some muscle on and not diet again until my 40th, and then do a like hardcore diet, because I'll be ready for it before my 40th.
So you got like 2 and a bit years before you diet.
Reasons: fit at 40. I also think there's this like thing, women wise, to be in that kind of shape at 40-year-old seems like a fucking mythical unicorn. I'd love to prove that wrong.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes and see if my hormones play ball. But also to have it in my head, like, I'll be ready by then, because I think I've got the habit, as do most people, of I'm booting a holiday. Ooh, I'll just lose a little bit of weight. So I'm always floating between the slightly lower calories, slightly higher calories, slightly lower calories, slightly higher calories. But by doing that, I'm not giving myself any time to pack some mass on, because as we know, it's harder for women. I'm not getting comfortable in living a little bit larger than I'm used to add the mass. So then when I do these like little diets, there's not much physically to look at. There's not much of a difference. So for me 40th, I would love to go for a big, like, the best shred I've ever done.
I just had an idea.
Oh.
No. You should, no. You should document that every single week until you're 40.
What, from now?
From now.
That's 2.5 years.
Yeah. But if you, say you did a post every single week on it, right? Of saying like, because this is the thing, it's when people, people are wanting fast results, yeah? People are wanting fast results, but this is showing like you're going for a 2.5 year result and you're going to demonstrate like what you're doing every single week with it, yeah? It's an easy bit of content to do because that's what you've actually done.
But when am I actually consistent with taking pictures of myself? Really?
But I know, but if you set it aside, right, that's going to be my Sunday post every single week. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a picture of yourself. Do you know what I mean? It could just be a picture of your chin, but like, and you can just say.
I'll do a talking video like you did.
And a talking video of like, okay, I've hit 3 sessions this week. It was out of my control. I've still got like, this is how many months I've got left, because then it's showing, right? Like you're willing to put that much time and energy into this like ultimate goal, and that's the trouble where people think 6 weeks, 12 weeks, and that's it, done.
Yeah.
This isn't. And this is you probably gaining weight throughout this journey as well. But then you can say like, if you are feeling a bit shit with it, or like, is it worth it in the end? Or do I just maintain through? But if your goal is to actually pack on some muscle and size in that time, then I think it'd be a brilliant, because then you've got it all documented and people are going to follow that journey through it. And people are then going to be able to like think, okay, well, it's took Sarah 2.5 years. Like, why would it take me 6 weeks?
I know, but then people might think I'm absolutely like batshit crazy because every time we book a holiday, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to put this bikini on.
But that's going to be within the
Did you know
content.
that's a fucking such a head battle? It is such a fucking head battle. And I think that's why, like, obviously when I do get the girls and like I'm telling them to eat more, I do get it when they resist. I completely get it. Like, I can relate.
But you're not going to balloon up as much as what you think. That's the thing.
I'm not. No,
so
I
it's
know.
like you're still going to look great in a bikini.
I know, but I'm so, you know, I had abs forever. Wait, actually I didn't. I was skinny fat. But, so I didn't really have abs. I was just thin.
But if even in that time, if you say do it properly, how much are you going to really go up? 5-6 kilos?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
What am I now? After my massive curry yesterday, I was
It's like I'd like
59.8.
Because
in between the last shred, which was last October, I went up to 65 as the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like a 5 or 6 kilo.
68.
There's a 5 or 6 kilo, like, me body tends to like being around the 62, 63 mark.
Yeah, so say if you go up to 68, 69, something around that marker.
What's that in stone?
It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? But it's going up. Say, but it is. It's like, but that's top end.
Yeah.
That's very top end. And if you're doing it slowly over time, yeah, you're going to add a little bit of fat. But it's like you're never going to be not out of a bikini in that time, especially if you're doing it slow. And that's the thing. It's like you wanting to do it slowly over time.
Yeah.
You don't just want to go bulk mode, because then then again, when people do go full bulk mode, they're after quicker results.
Yeah.
Yours isn't. You're going after a 2.5 year result. And then obviously when it comes to it, like I think it'd be brilliant to document the whole thing, like the weekly thing with it, because it's saying like, and you're always going to be saying like, this is a slow process. Like, this isn't a quick result type thing. I am going for that long result. Fucking 2 year.
That's a long time.
Well, it is, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's for me. So from last year, obviously, I said I hadn't compared the pictures, but I was still exactly the same weight, 70 kilos. But even in that time, I don't think I've put any muscle on.
I think for me to actually set myself that kind of goal is more for me to not be a complete dickhead. In the sense of being a dickhead with me food. even though I'm not really, but like putting the weight on quickly and then having to diet down and then putting it on quickly again and then having to diet back down because I'm not feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
I think if you do it gradually over time, you grow with it.
Yep.
Mentally.
You'll be good.
You're just going to have to make sure I'm not one of these people who fucking say that I'm going to do something and then not do it.
Well, I'm
going to do it. I've got to do what I'm saying I'm going to do.
I know.
You know, like these people who fucking post and they say they're going to do something and then like you go back to find the original post and it's been deleted.
Yep.
And then they do a new one. And it's like, sure, you were dieting like 12 weeks ago.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that. It's like, that's part of the journey. It's like, if you, for let's say for those people who do document that style thing and they say they're doing one thing, but then like they delete it, and it's like, just don't delete it. You would then document. It's like, I fucking I was supposed to be doing this. This is what happened. I fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like you can honestly say, like, it's like you got 6-7 weeks in. It was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm not going to try and push harder. I'm not going to try and get 15,000 steps in or whatever else. Same as me. Like, I was all in it at the start, and then it was like, actually, this isn't sustainable for me, the 15,000. I was pushing beyond what my life had. So then it was like, well, whatever the results are at the end, that's the results, and I'll be happy with them. Because that's me life. So I didn't want to push harder, because then it's a bit of a... And I'm setting myself up for failure. And I've been thinking about this, well, quite a bit. The 15,000 steps, setting up for failure. I think I talked about it on the Anth podcast with them. But that's something separate in any way. I'll do a post on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? Oh, actually, well, May, what am I doing?
What are you doing next?
What am I doing next? So
I don't even know what you're doing next.
So where I've been on 2,300 calories for these last 10 and a half weeks, I am now going to just go to 2,700 calories. I'm going to be ensuring that I get 10,000 steps in a day. That's like it's an achievable target and I want to do that for health reasons in any way. Like, I always feel as though I feel better when I see them numbers. Do you know what I mean? I just feel better about myself in that. And I know that 2,700 calories is me doing 4 sessions a week. And that's like me daily average burn, 2,700. So I'm sort of hitting the maintenance calories, but not. So basically I'm going to have my maintenance calories eating 2,700 as often as I can. And then when I have these nights out, meals out, and I eat whatever I want, then obviously my average calories does go up, like across the week, across the month. So that's going to be me slow, lean bulk, whatever. Now it's just, I'm wanting to add more mass as time goes on, and I can't ever see another time when I'm going to cut again. Like, I don't... Like,
well, I think when you're 40, honey, right, let's be logical and reasonable about it. You need to maintain and you need to build on your muscle mass for when you're old.
I know. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Because you don't want to be old and have no muscle because you keep dieting.
I know. Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, it is, yeah. Like, why do I... Like, I've got nothing else to prove in a way. Like, with the photo shoot type stuff. Like, I can do it. I've guided I've got hundreds of people through it. So I've got nothing to prove in that area for myself. Might do a fit at 51. That's 10 years time. See where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? And then compare the photos from that, because that'd be a big experimental thing.
The thing is, there's no harm in ever wanting to diet down. You might put some muscle and then you might change your mind and say, I want to diet. It's if you're doing it constantly. Yeah. Like what I seem to do.
Well, I would, you know what it is? I probably just want to be in a position where, if there was like another holiday come up, another trip away or something like that, where I'd be like, all right, I'll diet for 4 weeks. Just trim out for that, just a bit. But my goal is to be able to actually not even do that. I think my goal is to always be in shape, always be not just comfortable shape, but super comfortable shape, I suppose. That's why I am just hitting maintenance calories with that excess of when I go out.
Yeah.
Which isn't that often. So do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm still going to be that, but that 2,700 is going to give us enough energy in the gym. It's going to help us push through. Yes, I'm not going to be building as much mass as, say, somebody going on a bulk type thing fast, but same again, what have I got to prove in the gym? Do you know what I mean?
You keep talking about what you've got to prove.
No, it's to myself. It's always just to myself. It's like I've hit big numbers in the past. I don't like. At the end of the day, it's just about longevity, enjoying the training, and a bug, enjoying the training, and enjoying me nutrition. So yeah, it like I finally came to that super balanced approach and staying lean all year round, because I'll stay leaner. I'm going to stay leaner than what I had this year. So yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I think for me it's just going to be a case of being consistent. It's like I said before, I think it was in a staff meeting where I said complacency is a killer. I still haven't done a post about that actually. I need to do one because it's in my head. Complacency is a killer.
See it now and I can crop it out.
Thing is, obviously, there's this thing about intuitive eating and all the rest of it, and it's a massive. It's not just an eat when you're hungry, don't eat when you're not. It's such a complex topic. If I eat intuitively, I fall back to my habit of I actually eat because of my tastes. I don't eat for performance. I don't eat to get my protein in. I don't eat because I'm hungry. I'll eat when I fancy something, and it's generally a bag of crisps or something shit. So I need to be really consistent with me tracking to make sure that I hit my protein, because protein doesn't even factor into my taste buds at all. Like, nah. So I need to keep consistently tracking. Apart from when I'm on holiday, I will never ever track on holiday, ever. Track to get me protein in, and track to make sure I'm eating enough and fueling me workouts pre, post. Well, I won't eat pre because it doesn't work for me. I like training on an empty stomach just for timing. But yeah, consistently tracking.
That's what you're going to be doing moving forward.
Yeah, I have to. I have to. And I know you don't like to coach us on the app because you're a prick. But
if you were consistent, the thing is,
if you know that I'm not tracking, you need to like kick us, but be nice about it.
It's going to be easy, because the thing is, I am going to actually. I generally do, and anyway, I think this is the difference between tracking and not tracking. I generally track, but like a lot of the months of this year gone, I didn't need to track, and I will pretty much maintain weight all year round because I can do it. I mean, one of the reasons why I can is because I've got the rotation of those few meals of each one, and I will be tracking on this one because if I'm wanting, I need that. I also need that accountability of not ballooning up. And if I'm saying now on a podcast that I am going to stay leaner than I have done before and just keep slowly building it up and having 2,700 calories, then I've said it.
Yeah.
If I've said it, I'm going to do it. And so I'll happily do that. Yeah, you're different. I'll happily do that.
I love that. I love how you do point. Yeah, you're different.
I'll happily.
No, I'm going to try and do it, but I'll openly say if I'm not.
Yeah, I'm like, but that's for me. And I think it goes back to the point of, not back to the point, but it opens up of why people should always track, in a sense. Always. Should people always track?
Well, this is taking a turn. Should people always track? No.
I could get away with not tracking.
This is such a yes and no thing.
You could get away with not tracking.
No, I don't think I could. I could get away with it in the sense of I don't think I would ever become massively overweight because I'm not. It always sounds awful when I say I'm not a little piggy, but I'm not a little piggy. Like, I'm not a big eater.
Yeah.
I can eat a lot of calories if I'm fancying a fucking apple pie, but I'm not like I'll eat an apple pie and I'll have another apple pie and I'll have another apple pie. Like,
you don't just eat the full. You don't like you could if we had dark chocolate digestives in, you would go get 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just have the packet next to you.
It's like, 'cause it satisfies me taste.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What was my point?
About that, you're not sure if you.
I would get away with it in the sense of I don't think I'd balloon up, but performance-wise, I don't think I would get away with it, because if I am wanting to put muscle on and I am wanting to change my physique to, in a couple of years' time, lean out and sort of see a change.
What you're going to document the whole journey with, yeah.
Okay. Then I don't think without tracking, I don't think I've got that accountability in myself to get the protein in. I mean, could I do it? I could do it without tracking, because I know what my protein sources are during a course of a day to get there or thereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do it without tracking, but I track because it's me accountability to myself to make sure I do it, because all it takes is for the weekends when I'm out of my routine and I'm not sitting at my desk with my fucking protein shake, is for a Saturday and Sunday, I just not have my protein shake today, I'll have something else. And then if that gradually creeps into the rest of the week and, I don't fancy a protein shake today, I'm going to have 3 digestives and a shit cup of coffee, it'll kind of gradually eke out the protein.
So I mean, say for overweight people, for me, overweight people, they need to track every fucking day, every day, right? Mm-hmm. It's not overweight people. If overweight person's goal is to lose weight, if an overweight person's just to be fat, then happy days. But if their goal is to lose weight, then I think they need to track every fucking day, no matter what, because they've got so many bad habits in the past and they obviously don't understand what calories is and what and all the rest of it. They need to track every bastard day, the good, the bad, whatever else, all the way until they get to their desired weight goal. And this is like, say they've got a 5 stone weight loss goal to lose, and they track every day and it takes them a year. Get to that point, and I mean, they know the tracking works, so why wouldn't they stop in anywhere?
Yeah.
That's one of the things. But hopefully, fingers crossed, in that year, they've tracked for 365 days. They now know what's in foods. They know what works for them. They know what helps them lose that weight. And now, obviously, hopefully, what's going to maintain their weight at the end. Then, yes, they're going to have a better idea than most. But no matter what, I think until they get to that desired outcome, and do you know what it is actually? Now I'm going to fucking retract that. So it's beyond. So it's like once they've lost that goal weight, and then they found what the maintenance is, and then it's probably going to be another year of tracking. And then if that's that 2 years down and they've maintained, then probably those people I'd be comfortable with saying you're all right.
Thing is, right, some people will track to lose weight. I was literally just saying this to one of the girls. She's lost weight whilst with us and she's been tracking right. And then a few things happened and she fell off the wagon. I hate that saying. She stopped tracking and she stopped weighing in. And she's weighed in, right? And I think, is it in within a 3-month period, she's put 3 pounds back on. And I was like, bosh, fucking, that's mint. Because
also 3 months of not tracking.
3 months of not tracking,
right,
3 months of not weighing, and she's finally weighed back in to get back into it because she's had so much other stuff going on.
Right.
And it was like,
so this is a winner here.
This is a winner here. So yeah, hasn't tracked, hasn't weighed, loads of stuff going on, is just being too busy. Life has just been busy. But because of the time that she's put in prior to that tracking, she's only actually gained 3 pounds over 3 months, which just goes to show that she's kind of put the habits in place and broken some of the bad habits that she did have. She's still been getting her sessions, but by doing those sessions and kind of having a better understanding over the foods and understanding what calories was in things, she hasn't ballooned up. Like our previous bad habits haven't taken hold and taken over. So that to me is like a fucking major win. But at the same time, like, she is still on her journey, so she has gone back to the tracking now. Do you get us?
Yep. So what do you say to, am I out of shot there? So what do you say to, I'll just move this around, to these people who, let's say coaches out there, you don't have to track your calories, just intuitively eat?
I haven't got a problem with people talking about it, but I think so many people, Instagram, you can only do short reels. Well, they tell you to just do short reels because short reels get better reach and better engagement and all the rest of it. So a lot of coaches will put out messages about just intuitively eat. And it's like, fucking, you are not explaining intuitive eating.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people who I follow, who are actually really good, but even they will still talk about data collection from the sort of starting point to understand. The whole idea around intuitive eating is to heal people's like relationship with food, but some coaches are just spouting off about intuitive eating left, right and fucking centre, and it's like, but this person who you might be talking to is 6-7 stone overweight. Their intuitive eating isn't going to get them where they want to be because their intuitive eating has got them where they are. Mm-hmm. Intuitive eating isn't just eat when you're hungry, don't eat when you're not. There's, like I said earlier on, there's such
feel what fuels your body.
There's so much complexities in that, and unless you have a basic understanding of intuitive eating in its entire form, and unless you have an understanding of actual food, I mean, fuck me, how many people say to you, what's protein?
Oh yeah.
What's a protein source? What's a carb source? What's a fat source? Like that basic level, unless you've got an understanding and unless you've done the work and you know the data of how many calories are in food and what you eat, like proteins, fats, carbs, basics, you will never be able to intuitively eat to get results. And I think that's the thing. A lot of coaches are talking about it, which is great, but they're leaving out a lot of the detail.
Do these coaches
to the in shape person who's already happy in the physique, who actually just want to change their relationship with food? Yeah, great.
Yeah,
bang on.
But an overweight.
But an overweight person or even an underweight person, telling them to intuitively eat with just that sentence.
Yeah.
Eat when you want to. Don't eat when you don't. Doesn't fucking work.
No. I think we should have just did a podcast on that one. I think we could go mega deep on that one, couldn't we?
Probably.
But even if actually just go back to our shreds and stuff like that. So we're at I think we can go into that deeper on something different. I think we can, yeah. I definitely think we can, because let's just stick to the topic, yeah. I know we said we were going to go there, but we didn't, and whatever. But yeah, because even us, for our say shreds, photos and stuff like that, we didn't even intuitively eat, and we.
Because why do you want to leave anything, like, if it's results that you want, if you wanting to diet, if you wanting to change your physique, put weight on, lose weight, whatever you want to achieve, if you've got a set goal in mind, why would you want to leave anything to chance or failing?
Yeah.
Data works in every element of life. Data works, and I'm not saying you should fucking track your life on a spreadsheet, but if you want to get somewhere, you have to have some. I can't remember what I said.
Yeah, the camera just keeps cutting out. So intuitively eating.
We moved
data.
beyond
It was
that.
the data, data points.
I'm not saying you should track your life on a spreadsheet, but in every element of everything, like, data supports you moving forwards, progression, whatever.
Yeah, you're not going to leave it to chance at all. It's there was a great saying, I'm forgetting who I heard it from, but it was like something. It was like if you wanted to get a mortgage, you would track all your outgoings, incomings, like all your little bills, your lifestyle, everything. You would track every single penny because you want that mortgage. You're not just going to be like, I'll save 500 quid a month and think that it's going to work out. You wouldn't. You would like get obsessed with the numbers to be able to like figure out how you can actually save up to get that mortgage at like a 15% or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So you'd be spreadsheet data, collection. And exactly the same on that weight loss journey. It's like you want the data. And it's like you take that approach to get your house. And I mean, some people say, well, it like say intuitive eating and stuff like that. Well, tracking's unhealthy. It's like, I know, but you're tracking to be healthier. You know, it's fucked up. It is. But yeah, but us, we needed to do it. We didn't want to leave anything to chance on that. And even now moving forward, and we're just trying to stay leaner, but just gradually build up. But we want that data there to support it. Because it's like, if we didn't do it and then we jumped on the scales and 5 kilos heavy, we'd say, well, what happened? We know what, I mean, yeah, we're sensible enough to know what we've done.
Yeah.
But other people aren't.
At the end of the day, right, it's what I always say, it's each to their own. I'm not going to sit and call someone fucking stupid for not tracking or for someone intuitively eating or whatever else, because life is complex. The human mind is fucking complex. The human body is complex to bits. There's so many complexities. It's just like, yeah, we can only talk about what works for us and what works for clients and what we recommend. And yeah, we'll keep that one for another one. So yeah, happy with that? I would be if the fucking camera hadn't kept cutting out. Hopefully everything's went through and let's see how this one turns out. I know. But yeah, if you have watched it all the way through, give it a share. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube. If you want to share it with your buddies, and hopefully you've taken some knowledge away from this. And if you do want any topics covered, please write in the comments. I'm Ross. I'm Sarah. Bye-bye.